بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعه ولا أبناء الطلبة. Today inshallah we'll continue with chapter 3 course project management, chapter 3 under title managing the information for system projects. Now started with chapter 2. In fact, this chapter there is some assignment covered in this chapter. Now, project management process. In this chapter, we're talking about the process of project management. So, as we know, in the previous lectures, I explained, we have input levels, process, output levels, and we must be schedule all these actions. So, in this chapter, we focuses on the process. That means in between inputs and output. So, started with what is the meaning of a process? So process is series of actions direct toward a particular results. So there is so many actions that's mean happened to achieve our result or particular result. Project management can be viewed as a number of interlinked process. Interlinked that mean يعني ترابط داخلي متداخل. So the project management process group include, so we have so many in the project management process groups include, first one initial process, second one planning process, executive process, monitoring and controlling process, and finally closing process. As we know, initially when we started to do our project planning, when we do it our project plan, what we do during this project executive, according to planning, we execute our project, and then monitoring to check if there is any problems or any leak or any things out of the plan, and the closing when we finished our process. Inshallah, well, next slide we'll explain these points. This interlink, we started with initial process. After initial, we're going to a planning process. Initial, we determine what is the main outline. In the planning, we planning. This is outline. And then going to execute, to build or to execute. This is a plan. And then if this controlling a process, controlling to control on all execute and control on all of a plan, because if there is some problem in execute and we need to change our plan, this will the control process can change the plan, and then when we finish our process going to a closing process. This percentage, what time spent each process, time. And initial we spend around the 2% time. In planning, we spend this time from time of a project. In planning, 21% time, at 11. And in executive, this is considered as a main one. This we spend more time. And in monitoring, 5%, and in closing, 3 or 2%. So for now, we have many examples about the process. For example, just information technology. This is just for understand. This is just as information technology project need to follow the project management process group. So do others projects such as production, movie, production of movies. The process is involved now. Production of movies. Now, in these examples, we try to production a movie. So the process is involved in making movies, and then we need to making movies maybe include screenwriting, and then this levels considers as a initiating level. Producing considers as a planning level. I need to change the color. This is considered as a planning level. Okay. Acting, that's all actors in this movie is considered as a executive level. هنا حضرنا الكاميرات initiating. والمنتج بلش ينتج ويسوي ويكتب هاي بالinitiating. producing planning. acting الممثلين بلش يمثلون executing. editing and monitoring and controlling. This is when the director started to record the project. And releasing the movies. When we finished our movie, we need to releasing. This is a closing. Okay, so this is examples for the process, project management process. Now, mapping the process group of knowledge area. Note, there are activities from each knowledge area under planning and initiating, execution, monitoring, and controlling the groups. 2 new processes are added in 22, 28, or identify stockholders and collect requirements. So this is to add stockholders, this is the first one, and collect requirements. So we have initiating or initiation and the executive, monitoring, process, closing, stockholders, and collect requirements. This is some examples about the mapping project management. Now we have, for example, knowledge area. This is initiate to develop a project charter, for example. And planning, what we do in this level, develop a project management plan, plan scope, main agreement, collect requirement, and so on. We explain here or a planning level. When we finished, we execute this level. This level will be executed in this level. And then monitoring to check all activities, and the closing when we finished our project. This is very important actually, because we have some assignment. Next assignment covered part from this assignment cover this. So this is continue with this example. Developing a project management methodology. So we need methods, project management methods, to develop as our project. So just a project are unique. So our approach to project management. Many organizations develop their own project management methodology. So many organizations has their own project management methodology which compatible with this organization, especially an IT project. We focuses on here in this part. A methodology describe how things should be done. A standard describe what. That we have methodology. Describe how things should be done, and in a standard describe what should be done. So we have two difference. Methodology describe how things should be done. The standard describe what should be done. So we have so many methods we can apply to create your project. So we focus on in this part what is the difference between methodology and the standard. So now we started with project initiation. A good practice to lay the groundwork for a project before it officially started. So before we started to create our project, we must be fully understand what is the main point and what we need and what is the human resource, and all things we must be described in this levels or in these phases. So senior manager often perform several pre-initiation tasks. So what is And what is the responsible to create a pre-initiation type? A senior manager is responsible to create or to build a pre-initiation task, including the following. What is the main task, pre-initiation task include? Determine the scope, time, and cost construction for a project. So, and in pre-initiation, determine scope, time will cost. This is points, this is topic I already explained in a previous lecture. In addition, identify project sponsor. Who's the sponsor? Who's the pay for a project? Identify. Select the project manager and develop business cases for a project. Meet the project managers to review the process and expansions for managing the project. ورا ما اكمل اجتمع مع المدراء في سبيل انه انتج ابين لهم البروسيس. Determine the project should be divided into 2 or more smaller projects. If this project need to isolated into or divided into many small projects. This is the main tasks for pre-initiation. So the next task, the project initiation. Project initiated for 2 main reasons. First, this is 2 main reasons. The first reason for addressing the problem. For addressing the problem and to find solution against as best alternative by. So for addressing which is the problem will be need to solve it. What is the problem the project built to solve this problem and so on. And what is the solution? This is a problem and this is the solution to solve this problem. This is the first one. The next one, installing a new system. Installing a new system for improvement through by upgrading system. Maybe we already have system and we need to upgrade this system and altering, changing our system. Maybe change current system. Maybe current system is not suitable for our problem. So this is part, very important part, natural of a problem. We need here to determine or to addressing the problem. So we need to know exactly what is the aspect of a problem or which ways to describe this problem. So the nature of a problem, identify a problem by check out against performance based on the following criteria. So we can determine our problem or we can prove this problem according to below criteria. This is very important tasks. This is important task. What? Too many error. So now in current cases we facing too many error. When we wanna to do so many actions or too many tasks, we facing so many errors. We cannot do our tasks smoothly. So we need to improve this task to avoid this error. The next one, we work complete but slowly. We do our work but slowly, long time. We need long time. As we know, when we need long time, that means spend more money, or maybe we cannot do it our project according to our limitation time. So we need to change our process to improve or to for time consuming. And work done incorrectly. So there is some problem in the final product. In the final product, there is some error or some problem, or we do our work but not good, incorrectly, it's not suitable with the needs of stakeholders. And work done incompletely. We do some tasks good but not complete all working. So finally, work not done at all. When we finished all work, that's at all as a whole project, the work is not done completely. So this is point very important problem about the nature of a problem. طبيعة المشاكل. اكو اخطاء، العمل ينتج بس بطيء، مشكلة بطيء، العمل ينتج بس incorrectly مو صحيح، يعني بأخطاء صحيح يكمل بس بأخطاء، يعني مثل ما يطلع لي الناتج اللي انا ابغاه. done is incompletely، اكو مراحل صحيحة بس ما قاعد تكمل. زين انا اريد اعالج هاي المشكله، اريدها تكمل، انا اعالج المشكله اريدها كوركت، انا اعالج المشكله اريدها سريع، انا اعالج المشكله ما اريد ايرور. and the work not done at all، ما يكمل العمل ككل. project initiating a project include recognizing and starting a new project phases. So in a project initiation, including recognizing and starting a new project or project phases. The main goal is formally select and the start of a project. So what is the main goal? What is the main goal in project initiation? To select and start the project. The first phases of the project management phases is which activities are performed to access the size, scope, and complexity of the project, to establish procedures to support later project activities are followed. So we need to create or to build our procedures to support next project activities as follows. Establish project initiation plan and establish a project initiation team، فريق اللي راح يشتغل، and establish relationship with customers. We must be still contact with customers to do it our project, or to check this project compatible with them or not, and establish management procedure. What is the management procedure? And establish a project management environment and the workbook. We need to check or write or to document what we do during our project. So, what is the project workbook? What is the project work? An online hard copy for all project correspondence inputs. For all project correspondence include inputs, outputs, deliverables, procedures, and standard used by all team member. So we need to check what we do in all phases. We need to document or need to fix all actions in a workbook. And for project audits, orientation for new members and performing post-project review. If anyone new one or any new members, we need to learning them which ways to apply it or what is the workbook. This type of select the stockholders task registration. There's no need. And this is inshallah next lectures. I explain project charters and kick-off meeting. I hope to fully understand this lectures, and if you have any questions or any examples, we can contact me or you can email me. Thank you for your attention, and inshallah I hope to see you in our Google Meet. Assalamu alaikum.